Hi everybody, hi every spirit, it's Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, once again on my YouTube channel, ready to take a ride in Esoteric Cloud, which is a lighter, less dense vehicle in comparison to the vehicles that we are using right now, and it's a vehicle that is also vibing on a higher frequency and vibration, so when your spirit jumps into that vehicle, it can fly, it can float, because things that are less dense are organized by density, and they stay above the things that are more dense, right? That's a scientific fact. So when you jump into a less dense vehicle, you go to less dense realms and you can experience less dense, more expensive in terms of expanding your energy and expanding your perspective, experiences, and you can have a higher perspective about yourself and your own circumstances. So shout out to you, thank you very much for watching, your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, a whole bunch of creativity and a whole bunch of responsibility. No more playing victim, alright? Shout out to Miss Sari as well, she's here with us. Go check her link tree in the description below to check all of her content. Check my link tree in the description below as well to check my content. And a huge shout out to the SoulGroup, to Archangel Uriel, and to everybody out there changing the world right now. So today, it's another weekly astrological review, alright? Where you go through the days of the week, so you don't get programmed into being weak, you program your own days, okay? Because I was thinking, right, Aquarius Sun, I was thinking about the term week, right? The week is week. And many people, they live by the week, right? They work during the week, and when the week ends, they go to their individuality, Saturday, Sunday, they go to their own reality, to their own individuality, to rest, right? But those people are only weak because they are in the week. They are the week itself, the program, that set amount of time and activities that they do is controlling them in a certain way because they want survivability, they want to look good to others, many reasons, right? But if you are stronger than the week, you know, so instead of you being in the week, the days of the week, they are weak to you because you are stronger, because you are bigger than them, aka you use the days, you use those weak energies in your favor and you make them strong. So the weak can be the people that do things in their programs, in their buildings, in their businesses, with their own energy and time. They go to those companies, they go to their own businesses. That's all a system, right? Or you have the people that they use those things for their own personal gain, not just for stability, not just for security, but for expansion as well. So to those people, the strong spirits, the days are weak because we use them, because we are bigger and stronger than them, spiritually speaking. So you have two faces here. You have the people that are weak because they don't use the energies for themselves, and you have the people to whom, in their perspective, the days are weak because we use them for our own personal gain. And that's what we are doing here right now. We are using the weak days, the lower desires, where everybody's being weak outside. We use that energy for our own personal gain instead of just for somebody else's, for our boss's gain, and then we just end up dry with 2 weeks of vacation and the boss is somewhere else. You don't even know him, but he's living good. Alright, that's weak. But if you use those days for your own personal gain, because you can make profit in a lot of ways. It can be financial profit, emotional profit, confidence, self-esteem profit. It can be seen in a good way profit, aka status. So let's take a look at what days, what weak energies can we use in our favor, and how do you use them? Basically, you make them work. And what is work is you apply your energy into those weak, dead energies, aka, and you make them vibe with your own energy. So that's how they work for you. If you go see the scientific formula for work, you see it's energy times movement. I'm not sure right now, times force maybe. I'm not sure, but work is like when you apply, you make that energy work. You make the weak work. You make those weak energies work for you and with you. All right? So you don't end up in any form of mental slavery as well. So I'm a bit late today. Today's already Monday. Yesterday was Sunday. Our week started there with the day of individuality, where we pay attention to ours and others' expressions and actions. And it was very important because the sun slid into 0 degrees Aries. So happy New Year's, y'all. This is a true New Year's when the sun changes, right? Goes in from winter to spring. On the new year that everybody else celebrates, nothing changes. The sun is in Capricorn and stays in Capricorn. We are in winter, we stay in winter, right? We are on dead season, cold season, everybody's separated, everybody's thinking about how they can survive that moment. Or we are on spring when everything starts to grow, we feel lighter because the harsh times of winter are over and the days are getting bigger again. We can go outside, we can plant literal seeds, we can take care of, or we make those spring cleaning, the big cleaning, the spring cleaning, right? So that's the true new year, when you plant new things in your life, physically, mentally, emotionally, and you clean your house, your land, your body, your mind, your emotions. You clean everything to start a new cycle, because the sun is exalted, right? So that's a perfect time to make those what they call it New Year resolutions. Not in Capricorn, because when you do that, the New Year's resolution on Cap season, you are putting those things to death. If you do it this now, you are setting those things to birth. And that makes sense because Aries and Capricorn are squaring, so one is about death, other is about birth as well, initiating those processes, right? Capricorn initiates death, Aries initiates birth. So what I'm telling you right now is do that now. Take action. The sun is in Aries, so the sun is exalted, so you have all the plants you seeding, or the seeds you're planting right now, they are greatly attracted, or they are greatly connected to your sense of individuality, uniqueness, originality, you casting your own vision and feelings into the world. And that's the best thing to do in this realm, to be yourself, to make others see yourself, right? So if you do that right now, you will receive, those seeds will grow into trees of individuality, others seeing you in a good way, others seeing you by who you really are. And that's one of the best things you can experience in this world. So go ahead, do that. Happy New Year. The new year is now. Birth, not in Capricorn, initiating death, initiating birth, initiating a new cycle. The first house, the sun is exalted. It's ruled by Mars, full of action, full of passion, full of desire, full of motivation, full of anger, full of frustration. And that anger and frustration is just like, you see a limit, you know you can break it. The potential, creating a new way to see Aries. But right now you can't. So you feel frustrated, you feel angered. That's you accumulating all of your energy to be ready to pass through the next level. So that's what we started yesterday. So how you starting, that's upon you. What plans and ideas do you have? What creative endeavors do you want to give birth? Leave your comments on the comment section down below, so we can share it, we can water it for each other, and it can grow. Or just the fact you're expressing it. You are already planting good seeds because it's Aries, it's fire, cardinal fire. We should be expressing those things with some balance, right? Don't do it every time, every day, to anybody else, with no regulations, aka Libra, right? The opposition of Aries, but do it and just to create a conversation, to be interesting. Know if you have any type of creative endeavors, any type of new business, any type of just new plans, new goals that you want to achieve on this year. Do it. And we are on year 10. We were on year 9 because you remember there was a time where people were all talking about the Mayan calendar ended in 2012. That's not the end of the world, it was the end of a world. And a world is a mental place where we all live. That's why we create the world outside equally to the world inside, and we all came together with our internal world to create a common physical world. So that world, that worldview died in 2012. We are shifting. We are on the second age of Aquarius, the age of Centaurus, the age of Aquarius with more knowledge, with more things, with more wisdom, all right? So from 2012 to right now, it's 10 years, right? So we ended the first cycle, or we are ending the first cycle of the new shift, of the new age, of this new age, because there is many, the age that was ending right now was new, was once upon a time, just like the age that it's starting right now is also new. And we have many examples outside. The new normal is a fake perspective that the group of spirits is creating to take intellectual property over this new age. So instead of you being yourself, going outside, creating your new way to be in this new age, you are following their new way to be, their new normal, while you should be the new normal. Spirituality is the new normal right now. Astrology, gematria, numerology, doing your own stuff, right? Having your own business or participating in a unique business, because Uranus is indeed in Taurus, but that's another conversation, right? So year 10, right? That is the ending of the first cycle, the beginning of the new decade, all right? So we are experiencing, or we will be from right now experiencing all the accumulation of the past 9 years into, it's like you taking a pill that takes all those 9 years in that pill. So it will be very powerful, very impactful. It can be very negative, or it can be extremely positive. And we are starting right now with the Sun exalted, representing exactly that. So, Happy New Year, plant your seeds, share it with us, with me, with Miss Nadia, share it with the world on the comments down below, and let's grow together, stronger, more individual, and more unique than ever. The moon was yesterday and is today in Scorpio, so that's full moon mini, I like to call it mini full moon scenarios, because yes, the moon doesn't like to be in Scorpio, but it's super internal, so you might be super flunked out internally and don't experience that outside. But if you do let those things come outside, there is a high probability. I'm not saying that it will happen, because you can always take spiritual responsibility and dodge those moments. You can experience, because like many people that overthink, they are sheltered because they experience so much mentally that their spirit thinks they don't need to experience that physically. That's why some Aquarius are afraid of life. Some air signs that are so good at being socially able, they are afraid of holding conversations because they don't have a strong sense of individuality, because they exhaust themselves thinking and imagining things without really experiencing. So you can do that in a moment of stress. You realize, oh, that's why I was experiencing this, and you can dodge that karma. Or if you just flunked out, wash up under the current, and the current take your internal current into the external current, you can experience full moon scenarios, death, transformation, things that you want to keep hiding will be seen, and that can cause even more frustration and catastrophe. So be aware of that, right? Is also the spring equinox, right? The sun is still is 1 degree, so we are still in the cusp. So we are coming from ending the cycle to starting the cycle. All those dreams, illusions, imaginations, nightmares, feelings, emotions, beliefs, imaginations. Man, no wonder Pisces be lost. They have so much things associated with them, right? All those things that we were doing internally, all those relationships we were experiencing more in a private space, all those dreams and illusions, now it's time to come outside. Now it's time to come to the street, set up your lemonade stand, make that a business going, set up your PC, make that PC running with all of those creative ideas, all of that traveling through space, through La La Land, maybe procrastinating, maybe watching some cartoons, watching somebody else do art, watching yourself, remembering how you were doing your art, that all accumulated with all the year we were passing through. We were feeling, we were processing, we were filtering, we were cleaning all of those waters so we can use it, so we can sell it right now. We were cleaning all of those lemons so you can sell your lemonade right now. So go ahead, do it with passion, motivation, anger, and frustration towards the right things. And also, always remember to balance with Libra, with creating new ways to make sense and be more logical, not just passionate. If you are so passionate to be like ooga booga booga, nobody understands you. You need to bring some sophistication, uguba, and people can understand more where you're coming from. Right? So today is Moon Day in Scorpio, many full moon scenarios. And this new year is starting with a Sun in Aries, and Moon in Scorpio. So by default, no matter what others astrologers say, this year will be marked heavily by Mars energy. And be careful, because we are in March, and people often march to war. And if you invert the M in Mars, you got wars. And you got Aries and Scorpio, which is about Mars, passion, motivation, anger, frustration. So there is a probability that starting right now, March, they will, or the energies of the world will be very easy to accept a march into war. And there is always been a war out there. War on drugs, war on terrorism, war on freedom of speech, war against the air right now, war against each other, war against information, war against... Okay? So, it will be another war, or they will relit an old war, and people will march into war in March. But it all starts spiritually, so they might they might show you certain things to make your spirit excited about something, and your spirit starts to march into war. Then your mind goes, then your emotion goes, your heart goes, and then your body goes into war. So it might be now, it might be later, it depends on how the people react. So that's why I'm reminding you right now, use this Aries, use this Scorpio for yourself. Don't fight their wars, fight your wars. And the spirits around you will be like, bro, that guy has some intention behind it. That guy has some curse. Because what is cursive is just you giving shape and form. You're giving a cursive, a pattern to your spirit, so you can create something down here. So having curse, having intention, that's why when you curse somebody, you are actually giving them power, because you are giving feeling and emotion to whatever thing they did to you, or to just to that person. So instead of doing that, use that on yourself. Curse yourself, be mad about yourself, have intention about your own creative aspects, and fight for that. Don't fight for whatever is going on outside, fight for whatever going is inside. All of your Karens out there, have you tried to speak with a manager within? That's deep. Right, let's go. Mars Day in Aquarius though. So this year will be marked by Mars energy, but we kind of, at least I see this kind of lucky. I don't like to use that term, but it's very, very good, because Mars is in Aquarius, sextiling Aries, right? So the year will have heavily Mars energies, but we are learning, and we have an opportunity to do it on a more unique, sophisticated, fixed, consistent, and responsible way. So if in the end of the day your goal is to build something with a team, with a group of unique individuals, where you are unique and you are individual as well, and you are respected because you are individual, and you respect others because they are also unique and individual. You can be all mad, you can be all passion, you can be super reactive, you can be super destructive, you can be whatever you want, because the team that you are building already accepts you by who you are, or you are in that path, and it will only attract more people that see you by your unique way. But if you don't have that project in your mind, in your expression and in your actions, you're just being lost and being passionate and aggressive by no damn reason, and you just will end up destroying yourself. So Mars Day in Aquarius will be more passionate and motivated about technology, communicating, thinking, building, showing your uniqueness, showing our individuality. And the Sun is in Aries, the Moon will be in Scorpio still, but it will change to Sagittarius later. So we will start that day with learning process, more heavy energies, more dense energies, and it will all lighten up today later tomorrow, because the Moon will be sextiling Mars and trining the Sun. So all those learning lessons, all of those powerful emotions that if you let out can cause full moon scenarios, if you let those in, you learn with them, Then when the moon goes in Sag, you can express them because you learn something internally. So now you can be the Bible. You can be an example. You can have wisdom because, bro, I was feeling that like that, but I did this and I created that and it was awesome. And then other people can learn from your internal travels. That's why Sag is after Scorpio. You learn from those internal travels and then you share those learnings, those visions afterwards, right? Then Mercury Day in Pisces, foggy mind, foggy speech, we speaking in weird ways, we speaking in multiple tongues. Yes, I'm speaking in English with you, but you might not understand where I'm coming from because it's so many portals open right now. When we are trying to find a middle way point, you might be here and I might be here, but we feel connected, but we're not. So be careful with that, all right? Mercury Day in Pisces, thinking and communicating about dreams, illusions, feelings, and thinking about feelings. What? Thinking about dreams and illusions. If you're powerful spirit, you can do that, but if you're not, you're gonna be very confused. All right? Then Moon in Sag, so we will be learning how to feel more comfortable in speaking and thinking about really deep stuff that connects with many dots and that you see every day. You hear your internal voice in the back of the head speaking with you, but you don't care, or you are afraid, or you think it's just your imagination. You're right, it is your imagination, but it's not just your imagination. It is your imagination, and that is sometimes speaks louder than the real facts. So you're gonna learn how to feel more comfortable in bring those things out. That inner voice, you actually hear that. All right, so it's going to be very spiritual, very weird. It might be hard to connect with people, places, and things around you. So connect with yourself. Jupiter Day in Pisces again. So now we in La La Land from Mercury Day on. We're going to be in La La Land. Jupiter Day in Pisces with the Moon in Sag. So we're going to learn how to feel more comfortable in expressing and seeing our experiences take place. We're going to learn how to feel more comfortable in being expressive or detached from the emotions, feelings, reasons, and meanings that we associate with our experiences and travels. And then the moon goes into Capricorn later that day, so you're going to have the opportunity to make something real out of that learning process, creating a new way to make sense out of that learning process, create a new way to have stability, to have security, and to be seen as stable and organized, because we learn how to detach from some flunked out feelings. We learn how to feel comfortable in not being attached. We learn how to feel comfortable in doing the right thing for ourselves. Venus Day, because Pisces can attach to many things, relationships, drugs, even work. Pisces, like if you have a Pisces moon and a Earth Sun, or a Pisces Sun and the Earth Moon, you can be very attached to work and you sacrifice your spirituality because that's what you're connecting, that's what you see, that it's the ultimate goal to achieve as an experience in this realm, stability. Or you can be lost into religion. So sometimes with the moon in Sag, it's like learn to detach from that. Learn how to be comfortable without having any other belief but in yourself, right? Because the moon came from Scorpio, deep internal travels into Sag, and you are like, wow, I'm awesome. And now it's like, bro, detach from the other shit that it's not you. Detach from that those beliefs that make you feel comfortable, that family that makes you feel that you have some connection here, that substance, food, can be even water. You might be drinking too much water because it makes you believe that drinking a lot of water makes you more spiritual. No, detach from that shit. You don't need that. You want to experience those things. That's why you created a body that needs water and stuff. So, but I'm just going too far into reality here, right? So just learn in that Jupiter Day how to feel comfortable because you believe in yourself and nothing more, right? Then Venus Day in Aquarius with Moon in Capricorn and Sun in Aries. Yeah, the Sun is going to be in Aries throughout the whole week, right? So, in Mars Day, today is in conjuncting, right? So you might be acting on the wrong feelings. Tomorrow it will be sextiling, so we have the opportunity to see more clearly and to make more sense out of our passions and motivations without sacrificing those same passions and motivations. On Mercury Day, it's fatal attracting, so you might feel that what you're paying attention to or your expressions are kind, are connective, that you are caring for others, but you're not coming out in that way. Jupiter Day, the same. You might think that your experiences and the things that you are doing are spiritual and they are connected to something, and they are not. They're just connecting to your passion and motivation. Then Venus Day in Aquarius, that's sextiling the sun, so you have an opportunity to see and to act in more unique and spiritual relationships. And the moon is in Cap, so we're gonna learn how to feel more comfortable in real relationships. In relationships that maybe that girl is hotter, but that girl supports you from the heart, and that's way more important than looks, right? That it can be as simple as that, you know? Because it's Venus Day in Aquarius. So not only she supports you, but she accepts, I'm talking about she because I'm a dude, right? But it can be the other way around. She accepts your individuality. She celebrates your individuality. She likes how weird you are, and that's why she likes you. That's way better than looks, right? Then Saturn Day in Aquarius as well, with Moon in Capricorn and Sun in Aries. That's an opportunity to see your team out there, an opportunity to, if you have your team, go in on that shit. You have a team for making clothes, participating in esports, participating in real sports, a team to organize a tournament or something. It's time to go deep on that shit on Saturn Day, because you and others will be very motivated. You want to pay attention to individuality, to uniqueness, to do something. And Saturn is in Aquarius. Saturn likes to be in Aquarius. Saturn rules Aquarius. So we are already, because Saturn is almost in 2 years into Aquarius. So we have been building behind closed doors when Saturn was in Capricorn, that team, or that we were building the team that we want. When Saturn was in Capricorn, we were creating a new way to, like, that's the team that I want. And Saturn in Aquarius is like you actually gathering and doing stuff with that team. And now we can go deep on that with the beginning of the year 10, beginning of the new year. Let's go deep into the team. And the moon is in Capricorn, so we're gonna feel comfortable in that, but we're still learning how to be more calm, cool, collected, professional, and stable in our expressions. Not be too passionate, because you can go all in on the right times, on the right places. That's what we're gonna learn. Learn how to be all in, all passionate, all motivated in the right places, in the right time. Saturn in the right time as well. And that's gonna be the whole week. So use that for yourself. Use passion, motivation, anger, frustration. Use the way you think, the way you communicate. Use your experiences, the way you experience. Use your relationships, use your reality, use your feelings, use your emotions, use your dreams, use your creativity, use your worrying energy, use your warring energy for your own self. All right? And to end up today's episode, let's make an overall, a more analytic perspective of the week. So we have 3 planets in Aquarius: Mars, Venus, Saturn. We have 2 planets in Pisces, Jupiter and Mercury. We have Neptune, but that's an outward planet. I will explain you my calculation after that. And we have 1 planet in Aries, which is the Sun. So through 3 plus 2 plus 1, it's 5, the Sun. Then we have the Moon, but the Moon is all changing. So 3 in Aquarius, 2 in Pisces, 1 in Aries. And how do we deal with the Moon? The Moon is also always traveling. So that's why we have the 4 corners, the 4 seasons, the 4 elements, the 4 archangels. Because the moon moves so fast, you can be like, oh, during this week or during this month, the moon is going to be on that sign. No, the moon is going to be traveling. So what you can do is know that the moon was full, right? And the moon takes 7 days to change their phase. So the moon will be full to last quarter now, right? So during these 7 days, these 6 days, because it's the Astro review from yesterday, the 20th of the 3rd month of the year 2022 Magic Square calendar, or year 10 New Age calendar, to the 26th of the third month of the year 2022 Magic Square calendar, or year 10 New Age calendar, right? During these 7 days, the moon will be from full to last quarter, and the moon will go through Uriel. The moon was in Libra after the full moon in Virgo, is now in Scorpio, then Sag, Uriel, okay? The third archangel. Then the moon will go into Cap, Aquarius, Pisces, Gabriel, right? So right now we are learning how to detach from external things, to believe and have a lot of power in ourselves, and that matchups with what I was saying, right? So men lie, women lie, numbers sometimes lie, stars don't. Shout out to Archangel Uriel, and I have a video on that. It's simply stars don't lie because they don't need to, because a star is a big ass individuality, and the spirits that create stars, they are so unique, they are so individual, they are so proud of themselves, they don't need to lie. They have nothing to hide. They can't. You can't hide. The sun can't hide his light. It just shades upon earth, right? The sun, the spirit that creates the sun, doesn't need to hide anything. It's too proudful sometimes, right? He wants to hide other things. He only wants you to pay attention to it. But and then the moon goes into Gabriel, which is the lowest part, the lowest archangel, because the archangels is how far can you go. Gabriel is how low can you go. Raphael is how high can you go, how mighty you can feel. Gabriel is how lowly you can feel. Then Michael is how you start things. Uriel is how you finish things. Michael, how you start to attach things. Uriel, how you start to kill things, right? And then Raphael is how you love those things, or how you love yourself because you made those things. Gabriel is how you hate those things, or how much you hate yourself because you... and Gabriel goes deep, because Gabriel can be like a person that is very, very addicted to drugs and is almost dying, but they don't let it go. They are lost into Gabriel. They hate them. They hate themselves. That's why they are doing so. That's why they are hurting them so much, right? So we are going to Uriel, putting that two things, and then we go into Gabriel to see the lowest. Like, we were attached to that shit. I don't believe, and that can be very deep. That can be like, oh, I don't believe I was doing what I have done, or like you can skip Uriel's class and you are still attached to some things you didn't let go, right? So you're gonna be extra absorbed into that bullshit. So be careful. And then we have so either you be like, oh, I feel relieved, I transformed. I feel relieved, I separated from that thing. Let me now, like, be Capricorn, be a King, be Aquarius, enjoy the world, be Pisces, connect with everything, because you're free, you light, you don't have baggage, you don't have extra luggage. Then Pluto, now you go into the great elders, right? So Sun and Moon is like the kids, right? Venus and Mars is like the older brothers, the teenagers. Jupiter and Saturn is like the father and mother. And Pluto, Uranus and Neptune is like drunk ass auntie, grandma, grandpa, right? And Pluto is in Cap, taking power and control, transforming how you perceive reality, how you create business, how you create structure. Uranus in Taurus, changing and being more unique in how you feel stable, how the whole world feels stable, and what physical things do we associate with stability. In the past it was food, now it's money, now it's energy, now it's information, now it's knowledge, now it's wisdom. It's changing. Neptune in Pisces, la la land for everybody. Nobody is safe, right? Just believe in yourself, dream big, believe big, and those dreams will come to you. Then, it might be a nightmare. Hey, you're the one who attracted that shit to you, okay? You can cry, you can do a lot of shit, just don't kill yourself, don't kill anybody. Kill that dream, kill that fucking nightmare, alright? Don't kill me, don't kill yourself, don't kill your pet, kill the dream, kill that feeling, alright? Alright? Big lesson Pisces needs to learn. It's like, choose your feelings. You have so much feelings, it's like, I want that one. Be really Virgo, be really picky. I want that feeling. All of you, fuck you. I'm going hermit with that feeling. I want that feeling. I don't want any more feeling. So Pisces, instead of being a kid in the candy shop, eating everything, fucking their teeth, using their parents' credit card into bankruptcy, no. They be like, I want that one, I want 3 of those, 5 of that, 6 of those, and I'm good. Alright? Then I have the calculation. So in terms of percentage, right, we have 40% air energy, we have 30% water energy, and we have 15% fire energy and 15% earth energy. And this is spiritual mathematics, okay? This is not exactly, this is infinitely. This is not definitely, this is infinitely, all right? So we have numbers to help us bring things down, but it's still about spirituality and mental mathematics. So how do I came up with this? First, we have 3 planets in air, Aquarius, 3 planets in water, which are all in Pisces, 1 planet in fire, and 2 planets in earth. We don't count the moon because the moon is flunked out, always changing their moods, right? So that's your internal, that's, the moon is the math magician, the other planets are the numbers. So the moon is who is doing the counts, the other planets are the counts, are the numbers, right? So 40% air, because we have 3 planets in Aquarius and they are all close to us. And we have 2 planets in earth and 1 in fire, but fire has 15% and earth has 15% as well. That doesn't make sense. Yes, it does, because the 2 planets that we have in earth are super far away. They are already into the 4th, 5th, and 6th I mentioned. They are already out of our solar system. We can just see a little bit of them. That's why if you want to create your own world, if you want to create a new world, if you want to get out of this world, you need to do Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto. You need to have a big-ass imagination, you need to have a big-ass individuality, and you need to have big-ass powerful to change the world, to transform the world around you. Otherwise, you're just gonna be repeating karma cycles inside of Saturn, right? So those are super far away, so they are 2 in Earth, Uranus in Taurus, Pluto in Cap, so they 15% Earth, and then we have 1 planet in fire, but it's the Sun. It's super close to us, that's why it's 15%. It's just 1, but it's influencing us way more than Uranus and Pluto. That's why everybody else is close to a robot, to a clone down here, because individuality, different imaginations and ideas, and the power to transform are further away. Saturn and Jupiter still need to learn a lot before they can teach us anything. They are still inside of this fucking dead body, alright? Alright? So Saturn, Aquarius is out there, Capricorn's out there, Pisces and Sag, we need you. We need you down here. We need you. We need you. All the Cancers, Aries, Virgos, Leos, Geminis, Taurus, they fucking lost. They need us. They need us out there. They need us. They need us, their elder brothers, elder sisters. Elden Ring, the elves. And in Lord of the Rings, the elves gone away to La La Land. No, 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 we need you here. We need you here. We need you here. Then 40% air, because 3 planets in Aquarius and 1 is Mars, 2 are Mars and Venus, they are super close to us, and then it's Saturn, the king of all time, so that's super influensive. 30% water, 30% Pisces, 30% La La Land, 15% Earth, 50% air. So 40 plus 30, 70, plus 15, 85, plus 15, 100, right? So a lot of air, a lot of communication, a lot of thinking, a lot of analyzing, backed and supported by dreams, illusions, imaginations, passions, motivations, and actions. And if all of those things are flunked out, what you need to do is go to Pluto and Uranus. Take the furthest things away, go chill with the great elders. They be like, in my times it was like this, and now everybody flunked out like that. And they be like, yeah, that's why I want to be myself. And they be like, do it. And you just go there, refresh, be more individual, be more unique, see what you can change, and then you came back with a fresh air. So 40% air, 30% water, 15% fire, 15% earth, maybe like 20% fire, 10% earth. It's about how those things are impacting you and how you impacting the world. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed a lot making it. Till the next time, I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings and emotions. Check the link trees in the description down below. A huge shout out to my beautiful partner Mistaria, to you, to me, to the SoulGroup, and to our changer Uriel. Till the next time, I love yourself and enjoy the world. See you soon.